everyone. Ever stop to think about what's really keeping your body running smoothly behind the scenes? Well, today we're diving into the world of vitamins. Think of them as these essential, invisible helpers, the tiny mechanics that make sure the whole system is working perfectly. So, let's get into it. All right, let's kick things off with a question for you. What are those tiny little organic compounds that your body absolutely positively cannot live without, even though you only need them in super small amounts? Go on, have a think. If you guessed vitamins, you nailed it. Now, the definition here is actually super important. Look at those key phrases. Trace amounts, which just means we don't need a ton of them. But here's the kicker. Must be supplied in the diet. For the most part, our bodies just can't make these things on their own, which makes what we eat incredibly important. Okay, so to really get a handle on vitamins, you need to know that they're basically split into two distinct families. And honestly, if you can grasp this one single difference, everything else about them is going to make so much more sense. And here they are, the fat-soluble vitamins and the water-soluble ones. The names kind of give the game away, right? The fat-soluble ones, that's A, D, E, and K, are absorbed with fat. And the really important thing to remember is that they can be stored in your liver and fat cells. They can stick around for a while. Now, on the other hand, you've got the water-soluble vitamins, like B complex and C. Your body doesn't really store these. Any extra you take in just gets flushed right out. This whole storage difference is a really big deal for how we think about them. So let's see how this plays out in the real world. We're going to start with a spotlight on vitamin A. We're calling this one the vision vitamin, and you're about to see exactly why. It's directly connected to how well you see. So where do we get it? Well, there are basically two main paths you can take. You can get it from animal sources, like liver or egg yolks, which gives you something called retinol. That's kind of like the ready-to-use version of vitamin A. Then you've got plant sources, like carrots and spinach. These give you provitamin A, which is more like the prepackaged version. Your body has to convert it into a form it can use. Now, here's where it gets really cool. How does a vitamin actually help you see? Well, inside your eyes, a form of vitamin A called retinol hooks up with a protein to create this molecule called rhodopsin. This is the magic pigment in your retina that lets you see in low light. When a bright light hits your eye, the rhodopsin breaks apart, and your body has to quickly put it back together again. It's a non-stop cycle. So that leads to a pretty critical question, doesn't it? What do you think happens when your body doesn't have enough vitamin A to keep that cycle going? What's the direct result for your vision? The answer is night blindness. It's actually one of the very first warning signs that you might be low on vitamin A. Without enough of it, your body just can't make the rhodopsin it needs for you to see in the dark. That whole chemical reaction we just talked about, it just grinds to a halt. All right, time to switch gears and move to our second spotlight, vitamin D. This one's got a fantastic nickname, the sunshine vitamin, and it's because of its totally unique source, which really sets it apart from almost any other vitamin out there. Now, you can get some vitamin D from your diet, for sure, but the most amazing source, it's the sun. Your skin has this incredible built-in ability to actually manufacture vitamin D3 when it's exposed to sunlight. It's one of the few vitamins our body can make, but it needs that little bit of help from the sun. So what's its main job? Well, think of vitamin D as the gatekeeper for calcium. Its number one priority is to make sure the calcium levels in your blood are just right. It's basically the master regulator. Now, as you can imagine, managing calcium is absolutely crucial for growth. So let's think about the most vulnerable group here. What do you think is the terrible consequence for growing kids who just don't get enough of this sunshine vitamin? The answer is just one word, and it's a tough one. Rickets. Rickets is a condition where a child's bones just fail to harden properly. Without enough vitamin D to manage all that calcium, the bones stay soft and weak when they should be getting strong. This can lead to some really severe physical issues like bow legs because the soft bones just can't support the body's weight. So after looking at just two examples, you can start to see the bottom line here. It's not about taking mega doses of anything. It's all about balance, making sure our bodies have a consistent, steady supply of what they need to do all these thousands of critical jobs in the background. So let's just do a super quick recap. Vitamin A is absolutely essential for our vision, and not having enough leads to night blindness. Vitamin D is the boss when it comes to calcium, and a deficiency in kids causes that serious bone condition, rickets. Two totally different vitamins with two completely different but equally vital jobs. You know, we've only just scratched the surface today with two vitamins, but when you see how critical they are for everything from our eyesight to the strength of our bones, it really leaves us with a powerful question. Is what's on your plate giving your body all the building blocks it really needs to thrive?